Basically, the Cowboys are a dumpster fire.
The Cowboys, the Bills too. The Bills aren't a dumpster fire, but the Bills had there were many teams this year who had that kind of revolving
No
door.
chance for Akeem Hunt to return this kick by Cairo Santos, and the Texans will start on their own 20.
They really need to get something going.
They really need to get a quarterback.
Put in Brandon Whedon.
That is a terrible idea.
That's a really bad idea. I just want to see it happen.
I also
because it
want to
would be funny.
2 of their 4 drives so far resulting in turnovers. Of course, the big shocker, the opening kickoff return for touchdown.
Yeah. Again, first 10 seconds of the game really kind of setting the tone.
Hoyer lines up in the I formation. He has Hopkins moving left to right. He's got Washington split out left. Blue in the backfield. Fakes the give to Blue. Throws over to his right. That's Hopkins.
I don't know if he got 2 feet down.
Well, I can tell you that Marcus Peters does not think so.
Oh, there's a flag on it as well.
It looked to me like he made a great catch, and that is the call on the field.
I'm going to need to see the replay. That is a very nice catch, but that's 1 foot.
One foot, and look at that tap.
Man, what a
great play while he palms the football.
Yeah, that was really, really heads up.
And it looks like they're going to call...
I don't know what that...
They're calling Sean Smith on Nate Washington. But that penalty will be declined as the great play by Hopkins stands.
Yeah, that was one of the better catches we've seen all day.
Now Hoyer under center. He has Washington moving. The give is to his fullback, Jade Prosh.
Did not read his blocking there very well. I mean, it didn't really develop, but he kind of just ran into a field of sweaty men.
Prosh stuffed there by Mike DeVito. And, Hopkins...
This is actually pretty interesting, seeing his
Now, he's had most of his time under Hoyer.
That's true.
Actually, I would say most impressive there is his stats under Whedon.
Yeah, well,
1 game, 12 receptions for 177 yards.
Yep, absolutely.
The give is to Blue to the right, and Blue finds a hole. Loses a man in the secondary and strips a tackle. He's got Marcus Peters to beat. Peters can't get him. Smith.
Man.
Sean Smith with the touchdown saving tackle. Alfred Blue. He doesn't have breakaway speed, but man, can he break a tackle.
That's why you saw him slowing down, trying to kind of freeze Peters there, and it worked.
Now the line just moves out. They get great push, pick up their assignments, and Blue finds the hole. Blue bounces off a tackler. Nate Washington with a good downfield block.
Peters obviously much faster than Alfred Blue, but Blue making his first big play of the game,
and now
the
taking
Texans
the direct snap. This is
gracious.
Jonathan Grimes taking the direct snap.
8 or 9. Let's see if they keep going with the tempo, because it appears to be working, or it appears to have worked so far.
Jonathan Grimes taking the direct snap.
Yep.
I think they confused him because he's white, so they thought he was a quarterback. He's white, and he went to William and Mary, so they thought he was a quarterback. But now Hoyer is back in the shotgun. He's got Blue to his right in the backfield. He's got receivers 2 out left. Coming across is Jalen Strong.
I wouldn't have done that. He just kind of threw that up in the air for Hopkins to get in double coverage.
Floating it to Hopkins, assuming his best player is going to be able to do something with it.
The thing is, on a 2nd and 2 from the 5, you got to realize that you don't need to go for it all right then. You've got if you pick up those 2 yards, you have 4 fresh downs.
And Hopkins clearly could have been called for hands to the face there.
Yep.
So lucky they're not moving backwards.
Absolutely.
On this one. For what in the end was almost an uncatchable ball.
Yep.
Now Hoyer's in the backfield. He's going to give it
to Blue, and Blue's picked up the first.
They just needed the first there on 3rd and 2 on the 5-yard line. It's a nice place to be. And look who's taking the field.
Buddy.
It's J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt and
Vince Wilfork
on the offense. Oh, my goodness. Every time J.J. Watt has been in.
J.J. Watt's going to take a direct snap.
Oh, my goodness.
Vince Wilfork to the right. Lining up. That's a defensive tackle, defensive end.
What's going on?
Watt's going to run it behind Wilfork. He's still on his feet.
Oh, well, okay. He should have stayed down. But
That was incredible. Play. The 325 pounds D lineman Vince Wilfork lining up as a blocker on the right.
Staying in. Well, Wilfork I don't think is. But I think Watt's going to stay on the field.
So the lineup on the right blocking for Watt.
That's good. That's really. I gotta respect.
Was Wilfork at 325, Prosh at 256. And, of course, Jesus. Watt himself weighing in at 289 pounds.
Watt now on the sideline.
Not enough to get through the Chiefs' D.
Hey, was probably the most the heaviest offensive set anyone is likely to see.
Of skilled players, certainly.
Yeah.
Now, they were talking about the Texans' red zone struggles. Part of why they've had to bring in Watt in this offensive role is because the red zone offense has been so bad.
It's been really, really terrible.
As Andy Reid is going to take a timeout.
Yep.
Because of course he does. Of course.
It looks like it's an equipment-related timeout?
No, he just took a timeout.
He just took a timeout, and they're using it to fix an equipment issue. It's just
probably he saw the equipment issue and he thought this is a good time to use the timeout. This is a fine time for a timeout.
J.J. Watt looking chipper for a team that's down 13 points. Yeah, with 3 minutes or 4 minutes left in the half. Although again,
let's see how they come out.
You can only be so.
Hopkins and Washington split out to the left. Theodorowicz.
Again, 3 yards.
And now Smith coming in on the right. Hoyer in the shotgun, blue to his left.
He doesn't have anybody. Oh my God! And that is a red zone interception by Brian Hoyer. And big
Ray
boy.
Manga.
Yeah, big body.
Josh
there.
Manga, excuse me.
Ray Maluga. You thinking of Ray Maluga?
Ray Maluga. Yeah. You know what I'm thinking of. Josh Manga
and
with
that
the
is
pick.
that is Bill O'Brien saying "fuck" into his microphone.
Yeah.
He is. Absolutely not happy about that.
Brian Hoyer throws it into double coverage.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to his running back Alfred Blue.
Because he had pressure coming, he had to get rid of the ball, and damn it.
And Bill O'Brien just says, "Could I buy myself a quarterback right now?"
You literally can. That's how the NFL works. You pay players to be. Well, so here's...
no, now, let's be quiet, because I want to hear about opioid-induced constipation.
Is that like a thing?
It's a different kind of constipation. So
because you take... Oh, God.
That's a snail.
That's a poop snail. That's a poop heroin snail.
Classic PHS here. I'm going to go get some beers.
Please, get me one. And just as an update, this happened before the game started, but our Northwestern Wildcats, both Ray and myself, graduates of Northwestern University. Yes, of the Medill School of Journalism, definitely is what happened. The Northwestern Wildcats winning big over Minnesota, I believe by... It was something ridiculous, like 20 points, and
Not in football,
77 to 52, 25-point victory. Somehow.
And if you followed the Northwestern football team, you know that their offense certainly did not score 77 points.
No,
that was the basketball team.
No. I don't want to get the whole story. Yeah, really, they're trying to be a little too artsy for a car commercial, I think.
Oh, Clemson,
Alabama.
Great. Love it. So excited for it.
For some reason, I don't hate Clemson. I couldn't tell you why I don't hate Clemson.
Don't care.
Sure.
Brian Hoyer looking
sad. Oh man, his mascara is running.
I mean, he knows that his job security has nothing to do with anything.
That's also true.
Smith
he's going to be a backup
He's
for
going to
Billy
throw. He looks
pressure coming, and he's sacked.
Sacked, and who else but J.J. Watt?
J.J. Watt with some help there by
Whitney Merciless.
Not Gosder
Charles. Whitney Merciless.
Yeah.
And Watt, just trademark getting a hand on the jersey back there.
Absolutely. He didn't slow down for a second.
Merciless wrapping up nicely, making sure Smith couldn't escape. And it's going to be 2nd and 14. Just over 3 minutes left in this second quarter. Smith's going to come out of the gun. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. But he's going to hand it off Sharkandrick West, who can only get 2.
Andy Reid, I believe, trying to bleed some clock here. Maybe not the best idea.
Well,
with the 2-minute warning coming up.
If there's any time I trust Andy Reid, it's clock management. So,
again, an Eagles fan here, so we've got some big feelings about it.
I'm sure the Chiefs fans will sympathize.
Also true.
And it's getting loud here in NRG Stadium. These fans
big 3rd and 12
want to see us stop. They want to see some points by their team.
On the board before the half.
3rd and 12. As Smith calls over,
they're stacking
he
the
steps
box.
back. He's throwing to his left.
And
wide open again.
Absolutely wide open.
Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson has been a huge factor tonight. The second receiver for this Chiefs team. He's been huge.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, when you have the kind of,
this, of course, because
I believe it. No, not Andy Reid this time.
DeAnthony Thomas, the Chiefs' standard return man and number 2 receiver, out for the rest of the season, non-football injury.
Sure.
They still have not disclosed, last I heard, what the injury is.
The classic strategy of he might not have gotten that second foot down. He didn't. That's not a catch. That's not a catch.
It's a classic young player mistake.
Here's the thing: is he kind of like tripped over his foot. He did a foot drag before he caught the ball, which is that's a shame because that was 3rd down.
Yeah,
so
that was a big play.
If they overturn that play, Texans are going to get the ball back before the 2-minute warning with, a chance to score. Perhaps, you might see someone new under center.
Maybe.
That's 3 in the first half alone. That is 3 crippling, drive-killing. I believe all of those turnovers beyond the 50-yard line, and I think further than that in field goal range for the Texans
for sure. And again, Wilson playing, I have confirmed, nobody outside of the Chiefs organization knows what happened to Anthony Thomas. Non-football injury. They say he's done for the season, even if they make the Super Bowl.
Speaking of non-football, I want to go back to that Battle Frog commercial because I feel like they're infringing on copyright. Battletoads, my favorite arcade game of all time. It's amazing and I love it. And you can turn your head into a football helmet and your fist into like a bulldozer. It's really cool, and I like it. What is Battle Frog? Cool. What is Battle Frog?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a race where they allow people with disabilities to complete great challenges and gain great personal worth. So you're really backing a winning horse here.
That sounds like time for me to drink more.
Oh, the Steelers-Bengals preview. Well, you're listening to it. This is probably what it's going to be like, just drunker.
Big Ben and A.J. Green going head-to-head. A.J. Green now in
no Andy Dalton, no Big Ben versus Big Red. We were hoping to have that matchup. These division rivals. It should be a great match.
This is going to be a great wild card game. Just between two rivals, that's always something that's amazing to see.
The ruling on the field stands.
No, it's reversed. It's reversed there. He didn't like we were saying before. He didn't.
Oh no! The ruling on the field reversed.
Yep. He didn't
looked
get
like
that
they had made the call
down.
for stands for a second, but reversed in the end.
And that's the right call. It's a shame. Hopkins has been playing out of his mind so far. I'm sorry, Wilson, not Hopkins. But yeah, see He thought that his left foot was down when he caught the ball, but
he's got to go to ground there. You have to go to ground to make that catch.
Yep. That's another thing though, that you're running that fast, going to the ground. It's not really a safe option in terms of injury.
Dustin Colquitt in to punt. Keith Mumphrey in for the return. On the return for the Texans. Texans using some interesting coverages here.
Yep.
Will they be able to get back to block? Mumphrey looks like he'll get a chance. No, he's going to call for the fair catch. And I don't think he's super happy about it.
Yeah.
There were some confusions at the beginning of that.
He didn't want to take that fair catch, I don't think.
There were some confusions in the coverage. They had a lot of players moving around up